The Denver Broncos are a disaster of a franchise. They just suck as a franchise right now. So I am going to go ahead and put one of the greatest players, probably the greatest player in franchise history, on this roster to see maybe to see if he could save this team. I doubt it because, there's other problems with this team. But hey, you never know. If you guys didn't know who I'm talking about John Elway. So we've gone ahead and put John Elway on this Broncos team. By the way, if you guys didn't know, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. As you can see, I'm a Denver fan in general. Got the Nuggets championship banner behind me. But we're going to go ahead and put John Elway at starting quarterback. Screw Russell Wilson. I don't even know how he has star dev. He should have normal dev and be at a 72 overall. He's just... Guys, he stinks. He stinks. Marvin Mims, I'm going to actually put up, though. Honestly, I kind of want to put him up to wide receiver too. He's really good. I really like him. And basically, we're going to keep everything else the same here on this team and see how it goes. Surtain's an X factor. Got Simmons as superstar. This team overall is okay. Like they have a talent problem. And I might actually put Judy in the slot and change like some things around as far as like the playbooks and stuff, because I am going to be simulating, and you guys know how the playbooks in this game kind of screw over the simulating. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. But yeah, hopefully John Elway can save this team, because if he can't, no one can. This team is just a sad franchise. All right, so everything's all set. We're an 84 overall offense, 82 overall in total, with the defense being at an 80. Let's go ahead and simulate week 1 and see what happens against the Las Vegas Raiders. In real life, we lost 17-16. But in here, with John Elway running the show, we get a win. Let's see what the score was. 21-17. Okay, not much better. But hey, you know what? That's 5 more points, and we got the win. John Elway, 185 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Not the greatest, but you know what? We'll take it. Javonte had 50 yards rushing and a touchdown. Dulcich had 5 for 56 and a touchdown. Sutton, 4 for 47. Judy, 3 for 43. Mims, 3 for 34. And then defensively, let's see, 2 TFLs for Gregory, a sack for DJ Jones, and Josie Jewell got the interception. So we win it 21-17 on to the Washington Commanders. Week 2 goes great as well. A high-scoring game, actually, very similar to what happened in real life, but we won this time. Woohoo! 38-35. Elway, only 181 yards passing. Interesting. 2 touchdowns. Sam Howell threw for nearly 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Javonte, 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving wise here, Sutton had 5 for 58, Judy 5 for 56, and both touchdown catches. Dulcich 3 for 32, Mims 4 for 21. But the defense is what got it done. 2 TFLs for Allen and Mathis, a sack from Zach Allen and Baron Browning, and Pat Surtain had the pick. And just like that, very similar scores to real life, but this time around we're 2-0. So hey, look at that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily John Elway, but he's also not making the mistakes that, Russell Wilson makes. So it's a little bit better. Let's see what happens here week 3 against Miami, a much tougher opponent. We do lose. We are 2-1. That's a bit unfortunate. Let's see what the score was. 14-18. Wow, a really low-scoring game. Elway threw his first pick. He has not thrown for 200 yards in a game yet, which is a bit concerning. Not really sure what's going on with the offense. Maybe I'll mess with the playbook, but yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with the offense. But the defense is making plays, which hey, you know what? We'll take, because they're not making plays in real life. We beat the Chicago Bears and advanced to 3-1. Now we've got the New York Jets, but before we get to it, we beat the Bears 21-6. Elway had an overall good game, threw a pick, but 248 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Justin Fields, 178 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Javonte, 17 carries for 75 yards, no touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy had 2 touchdown catches, 3 catches for 119 yards. For Mims, he had 4 for 53. Javonte had 4 catches for 42 yards. Greg Dulcich had the other touchdown, 2 catches for 13 yards. Defensively, 3 TFLs for DJ Jones, which is really, really good. Had a sack as well. Zach Allen, Singleton also had a sack, and then half a sack for Mathis and Baron Browning. No picks and no forced fumbles or anything like that, but hey, we get a win, and we are now 3-1, which will probably be the exact opposite of this team in real life. If not, I mean, they might actually be 0-4. Wouldn't be shocked if they were 0-4. I know they should beat the Bears, but like they should have beat the Raiders, and they should have beat the Commanders. So do we really think they're going to beat the Bears? I don't think so. But anyways, on to the New York Jets, which in this reality, I'm assuming Aaron Rodgers is playing, and we win! We're 4-1. Yes. Look at that. Look what a good quarterback actually does. Although we're 20th in offensive yards, which isn't great. 13th in defensive yards, which is solid. And then points scored, we're 18th. And then points allowed, we are 7th. So the defense has been really, really carrying us. But let's see what the score was against the New York Jets. And we beat them 24-14. So we're scoring a little bit more now. Rodgers, 185 yards and 2 touchdowns. Elway, 258 and 1 touchdown. Javonte had 16 carries, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Sutton had 6 for 74, 6 for 72 for Dulcich, 5 for 48 for Jeudy, 4 for 44, and a touchdown for Marvin Mims. Defensively, 3 TFLs for Singleton, 2 for Josie Jewell. Baron Browning had a sack and a half. Allen had half a sack. No interceptions. And then we did have a forced fumble, which was Josie Jewell, who also recovered the fumble. So a big win there. We are 4-1. Now on to Kansas City. We lose to the Chiefs on the road 19-21. We actually held our own, only lost by 2, and Mahomes didn't do much, which is good to see. 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick from Elway. Got to take care of the ball. Javonte, 18 carries, 63 yards. Pacheco had 2 rushing touchdowns. Jeudy had a really good game, 9 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Sutton had 6 for 67. Mims had a good game as well, 7 for 66 and a touchdown. Defensively, let's see here. TFLs, 1 for Browning and DJ Jones, and no sacks. Alex Singleton with the interception and no forced fumbles. But that was a winnable game. On the road in Kansas City is tough. So, you know, as long as we can win our home game and get close to winning this division, they're 5-1, we're 4-2. We got to keep it close. Let's see if we can beat the Green Bay Packers. If we can win this game, I think we have a good shot at, keeping up with the Chiefs. If we lose and they win, I don't think we're going to catch up to them. And now we're worrying about making the playoffs because this division is pretty good. We do win, so that's great. We're 5-2. The Chiefs also won. They're 6-1. We play them once again, but this time at home. So hopefully we can come away with a win after only losing by 2 on the road. We beat the Packers 21-14. Elway, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Jordan Love, 3 for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Javonte, only 21 yards rushing. Yeesh. Not great. Sutton had over 100 yards. Dulcich had 7 for 80 and 2 touchdowns. Jeudy, 2 catches for 24 yards. And Mims, 2 catches for 18 yards. Defensively, a TFL for Mathis, Gregory, Simmons, Allen, and then a sack for, a sack for Zach Allen, and then Josie Jewell with the interception. So this is a big week against the Chiefs. All right, let's see how we did against the Kansas City Chiefs here. And we won 28-10. We beat them by 18. Elway with 222 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Mahomes only 200 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 Wow. Wow. So Mahomes against us has barely thrown for 400 yards. Actually, he might not have thrown for 400 yards in total. No touchdowns at all and 3 picks in 2 games. Pretty good. 158 yards and a touchdown for Javonte Williams. Sutton 4 for 75. Mims 5 for 62 and 2 touchdowns. Dulcich 4 for 53. Judy's really been inactive here the past couple games. Only 2 catches in this one. Defensively, TFL for DJ Jones, Josie Jewell, Browning, and Mathis. 2 sacks for Browning, a sack for Gregory, and a sack for Zach Allen. Really got after Mahomes today. Damari Mathis and Pat Surtain with a pick. So overall, just an all-around really good game from everybody. And now we are tied with the Chiefs record-wise for the division. We're both 6-2, which is awesome. We really need to see a little bit more from the offense, but overall, we've been good. It is now Bills week. They're 4-5. We are 6-2. Let's go over some of the stats here overall. We are 13th in points per game, averaging 23.2 points per game. 16th in passing yards per game, 27th in rushing yards per game. Again, I mean, our offense has been really actually kind of bad. Our defense has been great, though, giving up 16.8 points per game, number 3 in the league, 11th in passing yards per game, 8th in rushing yards per game. Our defense has been carrying. Our offense has been just good enough to win, is basically what it's been. Elway, 1,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That's overall pretty good. He's on pace for close to 4,000 yards, right around 35 touchdowns, and 8 picks, 8 or 9 interceptions, which overall is really good. Javonte's on pace for over 1,000 yards and over 10 touchdowns. Judy is on pace for close to 1,000. Same with Sutton. Dulcich, Mims is on pace for about 700 yards. So overall, it's been solid. Defensively, 6 sacks for Baron Browning. He's having a good year. Zach Allen's having a good year. So, I mean, our defense has been really good. 2 picks for Jewell and Surtain. I mean, I think this is overall like a really good team right now. Our defense is playing great. Our offense just needs to step up another notch. And I've had the playbook, by the way. I think I've told you guys, I can't remember, but we've had the playbook at the Chiefs playbook. So we lose to the Bills, unfortunately. We're now 6-3. The Chiefs are 7-2. But look at the Raiders are 6-4. The Chargers are 5-4. This is a really, really tough division. We've got to keep winning if we want to even make the playoffs. We lose to the Bills. Yeesh. 24-10. Not good. Elway, 200 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Javonte, 84 yards rushing. Dulcich had a good game. 100 yards and a touchdown. Judy, 4 for 43. But not great. Kareem had a pick. 2 sacks for Browning. Browning's having a really good year, but that's a huge loss, especially considering where we at with the division. We got to win these division games. We have to win the division games. And honestly, we have to win this Minnesota week. They're playing fairly well. They're 6-4. So we really need to win this game. And we do. We win it 24-21, a close game. But Elway has a good week, 275 yards and 3 touchdowns. Javonte had 50 yards rushing. Judy, 7 for 109 and 2 touchdowns. So about time he's had a really good game. And then defensively, 11 tackles for Josie Jewell, a sack for Zach Allen. No picks, but overall, a good week. A huge win. We advanced to 7-3. We've probably got to win 11 games this season. So can we go, what was that, 11-6? So can we go 4-3 the rest of the way? We'll see. The Chiefs lost, though, which is huge. So maybe we can win the division. Who knows? Cleveland is 5-5. Their overall is actually pretty good. This is a big week, though. If we can win and go to 8-3, we're in a really, really good spot. And we do. The Chiefs also win. The Raiders lost, so they're 6-6. The Chargers are 7-4. But we get a huge win. We go to 8-3. The Chiefs still lead in as far as the division goes. But we beat the Browns 28-0. Elway, 236 yards, 4 touchdowns. Did throw a pick. He's been throwing a pick quite a bit. But 121 yards rushing for Javonte. Sutton had 83 yards receiving and a touchdown. Judy, 4 for 53 and 2 touchdowns. Mims, 3 for 28 and a touchdown. Defensively, A sack for Gregory, half a sack for Jackson and Browning. Jewel and Singleton both with interceptions in this game. And overall, I mean, we shut out the Browns. A really, really good week. Our defense is really good. Like, really good. We are still the third best defense as far as points per game given up. But offensively, we're still 16th in points per game. Our offense just hasn't been scoring a lot, which has been really frustrating. We got to win this week, though. I mean, we're playing the 3-8 Houston Texans. This should be a win, and we lose. I had a feeling. I had a feeling we would lose. It's a big letdown spot with the Chargers coming up. Unbelievable. We lose 29-13. A horrible week. Elway throws another pick. Not really sure what's going on with the interceptions this season. 92 yards receiving for Sutton and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, I mean, overall, like, it's solid. Zach Allen, 2 sacks. Gregory with the sack. Couldn't really get any turnovers, though. That's a big loss. And now it makes this week against the Chargers, like, must win. Must win. We cannot lose this week. It's on the road. We'll play them again at home. But still, we need this win, and we won. We're in 85 overall now, but 9-4 record. Now let's go ahead and see what the score was here as we beat them 45-10. There we go. That's what we've been waiting for. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks for Elway, 76 yards rushing, and a touchdown for Javonte. Pirine had 2 touchdowns as well. Wow. All right. Dulcich had over 100 yards and a touchdown, 10 catches, 7 for 105 for 2 touchdowns for Javonte. Both of those guys were amazing. The sack for Gregory and Henningsen, and then no interceptions, no forced fumbles, so no turnovers by the defense, but a huge week by the offense, which was much needed. Now we've got the Lions here, a really good offense. They're 5-8, so they're struggling a little bit. Got some upgrades here. Randy Gregory has an upgrade. This is really nice to actually get his speed rushing up and improve this defense as much as possible. +2 finesse moves. So he's at 89 finesse moves, which is really nice. Riley Moss is he might be our 3rd best corner. We really need to get his man coverage up. So we'll do that. He's at 74 overall right now, playing up to +1 man coverage. So some decent upgrades there. And let's get on to this week against the Lions. We are now 10-4. We beat the Detroit Lions. See what the score was, but now we're on a roll here. We've won 2 games in a row, but we've put up at least 30 points in both games. We beat the Lions 31-17, so our offense is looking much better. No touchdown passes from Elway, so I'm assuming we just ran the heck out of the ball. Javonte had 2 touchdowns, Elway had a touchdown, and Pirine had a touchdown. All right, we'll take it. Defensively, a sack for Singleton, Browning, and Zach Allen. A pick for Quan Williams. A forced fumble by Singleton, but we didn't recover, unfortunately. But we get a big win against the Detroit Lions. And now we sit at 10-4. The Chiefs are also 10-4. So, I mean, we need them to lose, and we got to win the rest of the games. I think that's really the only way we can do this. But look at our offense points per game. Now we're 10th, which is really good. So our offense is slowly getting better, which is really nice. We've got some upgrades here. Javonte Williams has an upgrade. We'll give him elusive back here. And then what else do we've got? We've got Zach Allen. Let's do run stopper for Zach Allen. Continue to improve against the run. He gets +1 speed, which is nice. Mike McGlinchey, we're going to do pass protector. We got to protect John Elway. That could be part of our problems offensively is our pass blocking. And then Baron Browning, we're going to do speed rusher. Get him up to a 77 overall. He's been awesome this season, +2 finesse moves, which puts him at 71 finesse moves, 76 power moves. So he's looking solid. He's having a really good season. But yeah, get those finesse moves up into the 80s and get the power moves up into the 80s would be really nice. Now this week against the Patriots and we lose. That's a huge, huge loss. That's brutal. Because now we're tied with the Chargers. We have to win this week against the Chargers. That way we own the tiebreaker just in case. If we look at the playoff picture, they're the 7th seed. We're the 6th seed. There's other good teams too. I don't know if 3 teams from our division is going to make it. We have to beat the Chargers. We've lost to the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots, both really bad teams. That is brutal. Lose 28-23 or 28-25. Gosh, darn it, man. 271 yards for Elway, 2 touchdowns. We didn't force any turnovers on Mac, which we should have. Javonte didn't really run the ball well, had a touchdown. Dulcich had a great game, 12 for 131. Judy had 2 touchdowns. Defensively, 2 sacks for Zach Allen, half a sack for Jones and Gregory. No picks, no forced fumbles. We didn't force turnovers. That's against the Patriots team with Mac Jones. We got to force turnovers, like flat out. That's tough. That's tough. Oh boy, we lost. We're 10-6 now. That's horrible. What an absolute collapse here at the end of the year. Horrible. Absolutely terrible. We lose 26-14. Elway 149 yards and a touchdown. I don't know what to do with the offense. I don't know if it's the blocking. I mean, we gave up 3 sacks. I don't know. It's just bad. No turnovers either. That's a bad week. That's a horrible loss. And now if we lose to the Raiders, that might be it. We may not even make the playoffs. Right now, I mean, no, actually, I think we're guaranteed a playoff spot. Right? 4, 5, 6. And we can't lose 2 more games. So we've made the playoffs. We're guaranteed a playoff spot, which I guess is fine. But still, man, like that's brutal that we lost at home to the Chargers. Greg Dulcich has an upgrade. We'll get him up to a 78 overall. He's having a really good year. Drew Sanders, solid player. He's up to a 76 overall. Don't really know how much he's actually playing, but he's a good player. Yeah, he's not playing much. His hidden dev is still, or his dev trade is still hidden. But, all right, we got to win. We got to win to at least have an easier wildcard matchup, and we do. We finished the year 11-6, and we play the Indianapolis Colts. This is a very, very winnable game. A very winnable game. That win was huge because we actually got the benefit of playing the worst division winner, which is really nice. So we'll take it. Let's see how we did. Where's that game here? Against the Raiders, we won 21-10. Elway, 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he finished off the year really good. Sutton, 5 for 76. Mims had 2 touchdowns on 68 yards. And 2 sacks for Zach Allen. A sack for Randy Gregory. No picks. But let's look at the overall stats this season. I don't think they were amazing, but you know, they were solid, right? They were good enough. 4,000 yards for Elway, 35 touchdowns, 8 picks. Again, not super incredible, but like good. Overall, really good. Rushing-wise, nearly 1,200 yards for Javonte and 11 touchdowns. Dulcich had over 1,000 yards on 94 catches and 9 touchdowns. Judy, 73 catches, 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Sutton, 78 for 936. 5 touchdowns. The rookie Marvin Mims, 62 catches, 588 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Defensively, Singleton led the team in tackles. 12 TFLs for DJ Jones. 13 sacks for Zach Allen. Browning had 10.5 sacks. Gregory, 5.5. Jewell had 3 picks. 2 for Singleton, 2 for Jackson, 2 for Surtain, 1 for Mathis, and Kawan Williams. We were 8th in offensive yards. And then defensive yards, we were 6th. Our defense was really good. Points scored, we were 12th. Not amazing, but solid. And then points allowed, we were 3rd. The defense really carried this team. But if we want to win a Super Bowl, it has to be the offense. Let's go ahead and do some last-minute upgrades here. We'll do field general here for Elway. And he's a 99 overall now, getting some accuracy there. Pat Surtain. Let's give him zone, actually, because I'm pretty sure he has 99 man already. So +2 zone, which puts him at 99 at both. So we'll take it. And now let's get into this game against the Colts. So here we go. Wild card week, and immediately our defense gives up a touchdown. And now we're down 14-0. Our offense can't do anything. We finally score a touchdown. At the half, we're down 14-7. We tie it up, 14-14. Here we go, 21-14 now. We tie it up at 21. We take a 28-21 lead, a 35-21 lead, 35-28, and that will do it. We go into Indianapolis, and we get a huge win against the Colts. By the way, Colts franchise, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that like button, by the way. Also, I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And check out the Colts franchise, which we're doing, playing every single week and having a blast. We just finished season 1, so you guys have been missing that. Go check it out. Anthony Richardson is awesome. But John Elway has his best game of the year in the wild card round. 26 of 33, 320 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. We picked off Richardson twice. JT's on the team. He ran for 83 yards. Javonte only ran for 21 yards. We really just relied on the passing game. 4 touchdowns for Greg Dulcich. He had all 4 receiving touchdowns. That's amazing. Judy, 8 for 110 yards, 6 for 73 for Marvin Mims. Sutton had 2 catches as well. 2 TFLs for Mathis Browning, 1 for Singleton. No sacks in this game. 2 picks by Pat Surtain. There we go. Pat Surtain matches the amount of interceptions he had all regular season in 1 game. We get the win, and we're on to the divisional round. In the divisional round, we've got the 14-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. Their offense, though, is only an 81 overall. Their defense is an 85 overall. By the way, let's check out the playoff bracket here. The Steelers were the #1 seed, and they got the bye. So we do play them. The Chargers got whooped by the Chiefs, 42-14. The Chiefs will play the Ravens, who beat the Bills 28-23. In the NFC, the Cowboys has the 1 seed. San Fran beat the Bucks 27-19. The Saints beat the Vikings 21-14. And the Eagles beat the Packers 35-21. So it's the Cowboys versus the Eagles and the 49ers versus the New Orleans Saints in the NFC. So here we go. The divisional round is underway. We get a stop. Initially, we take a 3-0 lead. They tie it up at 3. They take a 6-3 now. The offenses are struggling. We finally score a touchdown, 10-6. We take a 17-6 lead at the half. Pittsburgh will drive down. They can't score. We take a 24-6 lead. 24-13. Got to score again. 27-13. And that will do it. We are on to the AFC Championship game. We beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this was a really good matchup for us because our offense isn't very good. And it helped out our defense. We win it 27-13. A huge win. 289 yards and 3 touchdowns for John Elway. He literally waited till the playoffs to just turn it up. 27 of 39, 289, 3 TDs. For our run game, 13 carries, 34 yards for Javonte. Again, we're not running the ball well, but we are throwing it. Marvin Mims had 2 touchdown catches, 8 for 72. Troutman had a touchdown catch as well. Dulcich, 6 for 83. Judy, 5 for 76. Defensively, 3 TFLs for DJ Jones, 2 for Zach Allen. Gregory had 2 sacks. Browning had a sack. No interceptions. And then no forced fumbles, so no turnovers, but we can win it 27-13. We are on to the AFC Championship game, and the Baltimore Ravens went into Kansas City and won 35-28. So 2 wildcard teams in the AFC Championship game. Meanwhile, in the NFC, it's the 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC Championship game. It's the Cowboys and the 49ers. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll be seeing one of those 2 teams in a couple of weeks, but we got to beat the Baltimore Ravens. So let's get on into it. The AFC Championship game against the 11-6 Baltimore Ravens. So here we go. AFC Championship is underway, and we started off up 14-0. Okay, let's go, offense. 21-0. They finally score. It's 21-7. We take a 28-7 lead. Let's not blow this game. 35-7, 35-14, 42-14, and that will do it. Wow, we blow out the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game. 42-14. John Elway with another fantastic game. Well, not fantastic. Another good game. 26-36, 396 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did throw a pick. Lamar was 20 of 26, fairly efficient, 222 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions. Javonte ran for 57 yards, had 2 rushing touchdowns. Pirine had a rushing touchdown, and Michael Burton had a rushing touchdown. Wow. 4 rushing touchdowns in this game. Judy had 9 catches for 134 yards. Greg Dulcich, 6 catches for 102 yards. Mims, 5 for 49 and a touchdown. And Sutton, 4 for 87 and a touchdown. Defensively, a TFL for Henderson and Gregory. A sack for Zach Allen. Like I said, no interceptions. No turnovers in general. But wait, we blow them out, and we are on to the Super Bowl with John Elway. On to Super Bowl week, where we play the 14-3 San Francisco 49ers. They were 2nd in offensive points per game, and they were 7th in defensive points per game. Really, really good team. This is going to be definitely a tough one against the 49ers. Let's see what the score was against the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys 17-11, so a much lower scoring game than our game. So we'll see. This is going to be a fun one. Real quick, let's see if there was any dev trade upgrades going into Super Bowl week. Dulcich is up to Superstar Dev. Elway still has X Factor. None of the receivers or Javonte, none of them went up in dev trait. Marvin Mims was Star Dev. Defensively, Baron Browning has Star Dev. Simmons actually, he might have went down. I thought, because didn't he have Superstar Dev? Gregory has Star Dev. Zach Allen has Star Dev. Damari Mathis actually has Star Dev. So good for him. Actually, what are we doing here? Why he should be the second corner. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening there. Oh, that's why he's the slot corner. That's why he's been still out there playing. But that's all right. We'll roll with that. That should be fine. And yeah, everything looks good. Actually, I'm going to put Singleton as the sub linebacker. And we should be all good to go. Let's get into it. The Super Bowl against the 49ers. On to Super Bowl 58 in Vegas. And you guys know we had to break out the 90s uniforms. Now, to be fair, whenever the Broncos wear orange in a Super Bowl, they get blown out. So let's hope that it doesn't happen this time. And to be fair, actually, one of those times was against these 49ers, which might be one of the biggest blowouts in Super Bowl history. So, yeah, let's hope this doesn't go really, really poorly, because that would really suck. But anyways, hopefully this goes well, and hopefully, you know, John Elway can be the difference to us being a complete disaster of a franchise to a Super Bowl winning team. Let's get into it. As who will be kicking it off here? It will be us. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump forward. I'm just going to jump quarter by quarter, actually. So through the first quarter, we start off 7-0, but they come back and tie it. We take a 14-7 lead. Wow, we've taken a 21-7 lead. All right. Looking good. On to quarter number 2. We both score 28-14, 35-42, 42 points in the first half. What in the world? Oh my God. This is going to be a blowout. 49-17. Goodness gracious. All right. I want to play a little bit on offense with Elway. It's 49-31. Probably the highest scoring game in Super Bowl history. It's got to be up there. Absolutely insane. Let's go play action here and take a look at John Elway as right away we get the classic Madden inaccurate pass, even though, you know, his accuracies are all in the upper 90s. Love to see that. That's fantastic. Good to see that this game never changes. All right. Play action again, and I don't really like anything. Yeah, let's just throw it away. I wanted to go to, I don't know if it was Judy or Mims across the middle, but he just never got open. Didn't want to force it. It'll be 3rd and 10. Once again, we'll be play action here. Hopefully we get good protection, and we don't. We had an open receiver. We just couldn't get rid of the ball in time, so that's going to be a sack. All right. Well, that's a great start. Love Madden. This is, how it goes. I'm not sure what happened. We just went one play and all of a sudden we have the ball. There must have been a turnover. So, yeah, we'll take it. We've got the ball back. We're going to take off with Elway, and we're going to actually scramble here. Elway down the sideline. Touchdown, John Elway. We just ran it in. And we are putting it on the 49ers. Goodness gracious, 56-31. Elway getting payback for all the blowouts in his time. That was just a poor act. What is happening? None of these throws are accurate. Can we get an accurate throw? This is insane. Let's go touch pass here to Marvin Mims. I really like Marvin Mims. He obviously had an amazing game against the Commanders, but overall, he's a really good receiver. He needs way more opportunities. Elway, by the way, has 393 passing yards, 5 passing touchdowns, including a rushing touchdown as well, which obviously we saw. And I want to go to Judy here, but that's another poor accuracy throw. Dude, this is insane. This game is literally not giving me a single accurate ball to throw. What is happening? Going play action here, bootleg. We've got Sutton, who's wide open, or that's Judy, and another poor accurate. Dude, I hate this game. I don't understand the inaccurate. It's just so random. This is unbelievable. Not a single throw has been accurate until now. Judy makes the catch. Over 400 yards for John Elway. It's the game's just nah, we're just not going to let you have an inaccurate pass. We're trying to let the 49ers somehow come back. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Go play action once again. We're going deep. 99 throw power. Going out to Judy. Oh, I thought he caught it. Perfect accuracy off of his back foot. I don't know how that was perfect accuracy, but all right. That's fine. It doesn't get picked. That's all that matters. Ooh, you know what? Let's put Mims on a go route here. See what the safety does. He's not open. And that's just another inaccurate throw. I don't know what to tell you guys, dude. This game just refuses to throw an accurate ball. I don't get it. I'm sure you guys don't get it. 56-38. It's insane. It's insane how many inaccurate throws you get in this game as Warner jumps up 40 inches in the air and picks it off again. This is going fantastic. This completely ruined the video. This is insane. 56-45. We're not going to blow this game, are we? No, 18 seconds to go. Let's just keep throwing it. Let's see how many inaccurate throws we can get. Let's see. As we have an open receiver, it's Mims. Nice grab. They'll call a timeout for us, so appreciate that, San Fran. I want to actually, throw for a touchdown. That'd be nice. Let's have Dulcich just run up the seam here. Open it up here. Yeah, we've got Judy over the middle, wide open, and it's another poor accuracy throw. I mean, I really don't know what to say at this point. It's pretty insane. That throw is accurate, though. Marvin Mims, touchdown. There we go. We saw the throw power there from John Elway, and that will do it. We win it 63-52. An insanely high-scoring game. There was no defense played in this game. And that will do it. This video ends with the Super Bowl. So maybe they are just a quarterback away. But an elite, top of the line quarterback. So if Mahomes was on the team, they'd have a shot, It's not like you can grab some average quarterback and say, oh, we're a quarterback away. No, you have to have a great quarterback in this league to win. The Broncos just don't think that, that's necessary. They're just like, I don't know. We'll go get some crappy ass quarterback and say he's in his prime. I don't know. This team just runs so poorly. It's insane. It's so depressing. But hey, John Elway wins us a Super Bowl again. This was a fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more of these type of videos, let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Check out the Colts franchise if you guys are interested in that. And let me know some other video ideas that you guys want to see in Madden. Maybe rebuilds, more of these. I don't know. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see here on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.